I'm Scott Al Miller. It's the 15th of November, 2022, and this is my vlog of daily life in Leon, Nicaragua. And today is a lot of work because I got to get ready to get off of work early because at 5 o'clock, the gang is getting together and we are heading out to the local stadium because it is Leon versus Rivas in baseball here in Leon, and we have VIP box seats that we managed to get yesterday. Ida and Chepe came up and took everyone to the baseball stadium so they could figure out how to get the box seat tickets. We have it, and we have a group ready to go here in just about 45 minutes. So I'm going to go get ready so we can head to the game, and I'm going to do my best. It's going to be a little bit tough to take you guys along with me, but I've been to the game like this before. We know how the VIP works, so this shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get a little bit of the game and show what it's like going to a baseball game here in Leon, because it is a big thing to do. Baseball is the national sport, and Leon is the #1 city for baseball here in the country. Our arch rival is Rivas, the Gigantes of Rivas, and that is who we are playing tonight. It is the Lions of Leon, the Leones de Leon, and that is going to be a really awesome game. We're early in the season, and I think we're going to enjoy it a lot. I have not had food yet today, and there's not a lot of food for me because I'm vegetarian at the game, so I'm going to try to grab a bite to eat, but I'm going to try to show some of the food that they have as well, because they do have like carts set up, and you can get, you know, things while you're there. So I'm going to do our best, and that is them honking at Charlie because he's in the road, of course. And let's head off to the game. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got to the game just after 5, but it was kind of pre-gaming because the game actually starts at 6. But it's a lot of fun to hang out and get drinks and food and everything at the game, at the ballpark. So that is what we try to do. We got there about 5:15. Alan and Anna got there quite a bit later. As usual, the taxi did not show up. That is like a recurring thing around here. There's the system for the taxis is not the best. Like, there's pretty much always a taxi, but if you want any kind of deterministic, and if you want them to come to your house, the chances that they're actually going to come at a time you expect is pretty rough. Now, I understand with taxis, there's kind of this thing where, you know, they're delivering people. They don't always have control of their time. They may be coming from really far away, but quite often when you're like, oh yeah, we'll be there in 10 minutes, or you schedule them way in advance, you expect them to be there within 30 minutes of when they said, and sometimes it could be hours later. That's a spot where the Nika time thing is a bit of a problem, because it doesn't really happen with most things. Most things are pretty fast, even if not very deterministic. But with taxis, it should be a bit more deterministic, and they tend to be very, very slow. There are some exceptions. We have a nighttime driver, Claudio, who is always really fast, but most of the drivers seem to be extremely slow. Boy, it's bright. If I turn around, this is actually the light on my face bouncing off of the front of the church. It's like a huge reflector way far away. It actually makes for really good light. But I like recording over here at the church. This is one of my favorite spots in general to record, but we're going to be moving in just about 2 weeks, because today is the 15th and we're expecting to move on the 1st, so 2 weeks and 2 days. It is our plan to be in the new house, our hope to be in the new house, and I will not be recording over at this church very often because it'll be quite a walk away. So for the past year, this has been my main filming location, along with the parks on either side, and I'm going to miss having these locations. I'm going to have new cool locations, of course, including the church at Sutiava, but this one is just, it's so quiet and a great place to record, and has worked out so well for me over the past year. I'm going to miss having this so nearby and all the different lighting options that seem to happen around it. It just blows my mind how much light ends up on my face, because the sun is behind me, right? The sun is bouncing off the church and hitting me. It's crazy. So we got to the game, and we just had a couple beers, went outside. Ron came with us, and we got burgers and fries. Obviously I didn't, I just had fries and popcorn, and then later we got cotton candy, and we all hung out and watched the game. Unfortunately, we did terribly tonight. It was Leon versus Rivas, our arch rivals, and I believe the final score was 14-2. It was a rough one, to be sure. For a lot of the game, it was like 10-0. We did come back just the tiniest bit at the end, but never closed a 12-point lead by the Gigantes of Rivas. So we love going out to the games, and what we're doing, I don't know exactly how we're doing the mechanics yet, but this was the first game of the season, so we actually managed to make it for the very first home game of the season, and we get VIP box seats, which are really cool. And I did show this just a little bit on my shorts on the day. So go look in my shorts, and there'll be 2 short little vertical videos on YouTube that I filmed while we were at the game. One showing the TV and then going to the outside, and the other just Dominica and I there in the box. And I did get a little bit of footage on the GoPro while we were there. I didn't get a lot. There's only so much to film, right? But especially I'm not bringing like my good cameras. I'm not bringing like the Olympus or anything. I'm not like filming the game like they're doing that. I'm just trying to show what it's like a little bit up in the box seat. But it's overall, we really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Our plan is to get season tickets because we really like to come, and being in the VIP, we just want it easy, right? And if we're not going to make it, we can just give the tickets to staff or something. Someone will want to go, but we just want to be able to go and not worry about it. So getting season tickets seems like the thing to do, but we may just get tickets each time, but we're already planning, and it's on our calendars and everything, to be there on Friday. And it's so nice being in the VIP because it is air conditioned, which is a big deal. Like, sitting in the crowd, on a cool night, it's nice, but if it gets hot, which you can't really predict, you would not want to be there. It'd be too much. But getting nice cold beers, and we have a waitress all for ourselves, and we get an account when you're in the VIP because you're in a closed room, right? So it's not like you're taking off, and so they just deliver you beers and sodas, whatever you want, while you're watching the game. It's so comfortable and easy, and this time we got really nice seats, and we just sat at the window. It was fun. It wasn't as exciting of a game as we had last season, but this is the first game of the season, so we're just getting started, and our plan is to be here on Friday for the game with Chinandega, the Chinandega Tigres. And so that was it. That was our day. Really, that was about it. Ron and I walked all the way back after the game. Wanted to show him the city, and it was a really nice night. And honestly, the walk from our house to the stadium is not as far as it seems. Last time when Alan and Anna and I did it, we missed the route and went quite a ways out of the way, and that made it a much longer walk. This time we did it direct because I know the city so much better. It has been most of a year. If you think about it, the last time we were watching a game, we had only lived in Leon for a couple weeks, and now we've been here for nearly an entire year. There's a whole pack of dogs with harnesses and stuff running around. I don't know these dogs. Very weird. And now I know the city really, really well. So I walked home, I was like, wow, that was so fast. It's so easy to walk to and from the stadium. Why bother getting a taxi or anything? And, after several beers, it's not like you're going to drive or anything, but really an easy walk. We got to see a little bit of the city, and it was a nice night. Got back and watched a little bit of the Rings of Power with Lisa. We are through 2 episodes now, and slowly working our way through the season. The episodes are about an hour and a half long, so it's not the kind of thing we're going to sit down and watch a lot of them in an evening. 2 is kind of the max, and she's enjoying them a lot, but she does get tired of them, and so it's not the kind of thing where you're going to want to push her because she will get tired pretty quickly. But there's only 9 episodes, I believe, in this first season. So in about a week and a half, we should be through them all. But they are so well done. I think that they are just as well done as the original movies. And actually, their budget is larger than the original movies. So it's not surprising that they're able to do the effects. They have really great actors. There's just a ton of resources going into it. And really looking forward to see what they do in future seasons. So it's very nice. So we just did that, and to bed on the early side, not late side is really what I should say. And that was the day. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Ask your questions. You got questions about the baseball games, the season, how they work, tickets, the new stadium going in, which is going to be amazing. Ask away. Put that down below. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, I will put a link in the description, but someone did mention they can never find that. I'm going to put it on the screen. I hope I try to make that a thing that I do for those who want to just type it in. And of course, share on social media. It makes a world of difference. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see all of you tomorrow.